I'm Jacob, co-founder here at IcePanel, and I want to give you a quick demo within 5 minutes of what the main value prop of IcePanel is. So here we have a context level diagram, so we use something called the C4 model, and we can get some kind of information about what this diagram is showing at that top level there. This is really designed as a high-level context to tell your business, your product, and your engineering teams the main value that your system that you're developing, or many systems, are providing your users. It's designed to be very, very simple. Now, we also are a modeling tool, not just a diagramming tool, which means that we can learn more about these objects. So what I've done there is selected the online boutique, and on the right here we can learn a little bit more about what that object does and how it's being used in our model. We can see other diagrams that it's being drawn in. We can see who owns that. We can also, see connections that particular object already has, and have more kind of information and context about this particular object. We can also zoom inside this and see what's running inside. So let's go ahead and click this plus button and zoom in and see the objects that are running inside this online boutique system. So what I've done there is I've zoomed in, and now we're seeing the runnable and or deployable objects that are inside that system. So these are like microservices that are running and self-deployable and or runnable. We can see here, what objects we should be showing, the fact that this is showing the high-level responsibilities of this particular system. And the audience here is mostly architects and developers, and there's going to be some product people such as product owners and business analysts that will also be gaining value from this level of detail. We could then zoom in again, and let's say we want to learn more about the currency service. We can zoom inside the currency service and see the components that are running inside of that. So we have this navigation and hierarchical structure that allows you to dive into more detail very, very quickly. Some of these objects are also connected to our source control, so the front end here, for example, we can select that, go to the links section where we have a link to a front end folder inside our source control. So we can click that and get exactly to where we need to be. Say we're a developer, we're new to the team, either new to the organization or we've been moved around the company. We can very, very quickly find the right information we need. Let's zoom back to that second level and reset the camera, because there's two other things that I kind of want to showcase. So we've talked about the C4 model and that navigation. We've talked about the modeling, which is finding more information about each of these objects. But there's two other areas that we do that also are very, very useful when telling a story about your software architecture. First of all, there we have a tag system. So if we select the front end again, for example, we can see that we've selected a few tags for this particular object. We can then go ahead and change the diagram that we have in front of us based on the tag groups we have down the bottom. So let's say we want to see this diagram in terms of technology. We can quickly turn on the technology tags and showcase the choices that we've made for particular objects. This has many different groups, so we can go to release version, see what's live, for example, and what's future. We can also hide specific tags. So what we've done here is we've actually changed the diagram without having to create a duplicate, which really brings down that maintenance cost. You can have many of these different groups for the different perspectives that you're trying to showcase, whether that's risk or deployment information, cost, those kind of things. The last thing that I kind of want to showcase is the flows feature. So let's bring back the future tags, tagged objects. If we go up here on the top right, what we can actually do is overlay flows on top of this existing diagram. So if I reset the camera, what we've done here is we've hidden specific objects that aren't part of this flow, the user purchase. We can step through and kind of showcase a step-by-step guide of a message running through your system as if it was at runtime. We can kind of see a list here of all of the different steps that are being done, show alternate paths and parallel paths as well, which is very, very useful. A lot of people really love this feature because it's very interactive and allows you to step through that very, very nicely. So that's a real quick tour of the main features of IcePanel. If you wanted to learn more, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer any questions. And yeah, stay chill. Catch you later.